By the end of this concept, student will be able to describe the plates on the ground, explain the possible causes of volcanoes, explain the reasons why the Pacific Ring of Fire got that name. Children, is the surface of the earth even? No, the surface of the earth is uneven. Some parts of the earth is very low basins. They are now filled with oceans, and then there are the continents. The primary part of the earth's crust is divided into oceans and continents. Geologists call them as first order landforms. The surface of the continents is not even. They have plain lowlands, plateaus, and high mountains. These landforms, like mountains, plains, and plateaus, are called second order landforms. Mountains, valleys, deltas, sand dunes, these landforms shaping by wind and water are called third order landforms. In the beginning of the formation of the earth, the continents and oceans were all in one place. Later, they split and became what they are now. The reason for this is the presence of some plates in the ground. The continents are moving according to the movement of the plates. There are about 7 major plates on the earth and several minor ones. Now we will see here Pacific Plate, North America Plate, Africa Plate, South America Plate, Indo-Australian Plate, Eurasia Plate, and Antarctica Plate. What is special about these plates? These plates actually float on the mantle. They are constantly being pushed and therefore keep moving slowly. They move very slowly. As a result of this movement, one plate pushes another neighboring plate. The region where the two plates meet and push each other. A lot of pressure is exerted by each of them on the other. One plate is pushed under the mantle, while the other plate is pushed up to form a chain of mountains. This movement of plates is called plate tectonics. This process causes eruption of volcanoes and earthquakes. The temperature inside the earth is high and the interior is in a liquid state. The high temperature causes pressure and lava in the liquid state to try to get out of the earth through the earth's crust. Thus, the lava that flows out through the holes in the crust condenses around the mouth and forms a conical mountain structure. This is called a volcano. After this, lava cools and forms hard rocks called igneous rocks. Sea floor spreading. The eruptions on the ridge create new ocean floor made of basalt rocks, which then spreads laterally from the ridge. Thus, the mid-ocean ridges contain the newest crust formed on the planet. This fresh crust is being slowly pulled away from the ridge, widening the ocean basin. This leads to what is called sea floor spreading. The margins of the plates are the boundaries where the plates meet are the sites of highest geologic activity. Similarly, in other margins of the plates where one plate meets another, often the incoming plate dips under the stable plate. In fact, the incoming plate actually goes into the mantle of the earth and becomes molten due to the heat of the mantle. The plate thus going into the mantle actually pulls the rest of the plate with it. This in turn pulls the newly formed seafloor near the ocean ridges. The Pacific Ring of Fire. For many decades, geologists noted the high number of earthquakes and volcanic activity occurring around the Pacific Rim, the edge of the Pacific Ocean basin. About 3/4 of all active volcanoes in the world lie within the Pacific Rim. The theory of plate tectonics provided the explanation for this pattern. Plate boundaries are found all the way around the Pacific basin. It is along these plate boundaries that many volcanoes and earthquakes occur, giving it the name the Pacific Ring of Fire. Evaluation. What do you mean by first order, second order, third order landforms? And give examples. Explain briefly about sea floor spreading. Describe the formation of volcanoes. Locate any 5 volcanoes in the world.